So I'm a big fan of medium.com. There was an article recently by Scott Myers, and it's entitled Writing and the Creative Life, Why Creativity Thrives in the Dark. Do you think that people do their best work in the dark?
I do. I'm not sure what your metaphor is for the dark there, if it's literal or what, but I think in Seattle, which is, I'm familiar with, it does rain a lot. It does get dark, in the wintertime and in the fall. And it creates an environment where you can't go out and run on the beach. And you can't, people do, walk around in the rain all the time out there, and that's cool too. But I think it does foster an environment that says, yeah, what can we do inside? And there's a lot of writers, there's a lot of writing, there's a lot of music, there's a lot of art, because that's what you do when it's dark. And that's okay.
You're not afraid of the dark? It's kind of magical.
It's beautiful.
Do you find energy from the dark? I mean, some people I think are afraid of it, and others.
Absolutely. The dark. I'm going to quote the Tao Te Ching. Darkness within darkness is the seed of the flower.
Oh, wow.
Right? So darkness is like this, it's just possibility. And if you can tap into that possibility and step into that possibility, it's the seed of the flower. Anything is possible.
When you wrote your book, was there one part that actually was difficult for you because you thought about it in theory, but then you really, there's things that we think we practice and we think we know, but then it kind of got you when you saw it on the page, and it really stayed with you?
Well, the whole book is sort of like that for me in a way. I know these things, I incorporate these things from the book into my life. But, occasionally I reread part of it and I'll be like, oh yeah. I wrote the freaking book, and yet I still have to remember it.
Like what?
Like F the ick, the inner critic, right? The inner critic is that piece of us, it lives in everybody, and it says, you're no good, and you stink, and why do you think you should do this, and who are you, all that kind of stuff. If you let the inner critic speak, and it gets hold of your heart, it will take you down. It will destroy your creativity, it will destroy your energy, all that kind of stuff. And I sometimes get that, and I have to remember that's just a part, a piece, a voice in my head, and it can be controlled, it can be turned down. And in the book, I've got a couple exercises and things for that. So yeah, it's a huge one.